Hi friends, welcome to the kitchen, and we are going to cook some stuffed portobello mushrooms, which are going to pair super nicely with this mushroom gravy which we are going to cook. If you love mushrooms, you will absolutely love this recipe. It's so hearty, so flavorful, a very nice meaty but plant-based recipe or vegan recipe inspired by the How Not to Die cookbook.
And let's dive straight in. Toast sesame seeds for 3 minutes and do the same with oat flour. Portobello mushrooms are adult white button mushrooms. We need to remove the stem, preheat the oven at 400 Fahrenheit, 200 degrees Celsius, and roast the mushrooms with 60 milliliters of water for around 10 minutes. Start the stuffing with roughly chopping 2 spring onions, 150 grams of spinach. I recommend using baby spinach, 250 grams cooked or 1 can of rinsed and washed chickpeas. Combine everything in the blender and blend. 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast for the cheesy flavor, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, half of a teaspoon of paprika, and a little bit of salt. Crush some black pepper. Add our spices to the blending mix. 2 tablespoons of ground flax seeds, 2 tablespoons of tahini. Tahini is rich in iron, it's also a source of good fats, and it's going to help everything stick together better. We blend and continue adding our ingredients. 2 tablespoons of oat flour, 1 tablespoon of toasted sesame seeds. You can replace this mixture with half a cup of breadcrumbs, 1 tablespoon of vegan parmesan, which is a blend of Brazil nuts, cashew nuts, pine nuts, and some nooch. Pulse till it has some bite left. Portobello mushrooms are hot and roasted, and we are ready to proceed with stuffing. Stuff the mushrooms and press the stuffing in. Sprinkle it with a little bit of vegan Parmesan cheese. Bake for 20 minutes. And we are ready to move to gravy. 2 red onions chopped. We don't need to be very precise because we are going to blend everything anyway. 200 grams of mushrooms of your choice. I also only had white button mushrooms. Heat up the pan and add onions. That brown crust at the bottom of the pan is fond, and this is where the flavor is. Add mushrooms. They're going to release some water. Add 350-370 milliliters of broth. Bring broth to boil, then reduce the heat to low and simmer for 5 minutes. Transfer to a blender and blend everything together. After 20 minutes, the mushrooms are ready, and now you just need to serve. I love my mushrooms with some buckwheat. This is why I toasted and boiled some buckwheat. If you want a recipe, let me know in the comments below. But you can go with potatoes as well. It doesn't look very nice, but it tastes and smells so good. The carrots are nicely separated and not overcooked, which can be achieved by toasting buckwheat prior to boiling it. This is so juicy and meaty. Portobello mushrooms have a more distinct flavor than white button mushrooms, and their flavor intensifies when you cook them, like grill or roast them. This is what we did here, and this is why the flavor is so nice.
It takes really not so much time, and it looks really nice. It can be your centerpiece. If you're serving for a couple of people, you can arrange it with greens, with beans, with legumes, and it's going to make a really nice addition to your table on a festive or not so festive night. And if you do feel like it, do check out my playlist with festive meals. I think you would love it. I will be posting more recipes for the Christmas festive dinner table. Maybe you can find some inspiration. I'll be more than happy to help. And thanks again for joining. I wish you a wonderful day. Do eat some greens today, know what you eat, and I see you next week. Bye.